It's here where you'll find them, tucked away in the University of Nebraska-Lincoln's East Campus Union, one of the winningest programs in Nebraska athletics history. Well, I'm here bright and early in Memorial Stadium this morning as the Huskers are set to take on the Wisconsin Badgers in the team's first home 11 a.m. kick. The Nebraska basketball team are in the top 25. Following the team's 15-point win over Illinois on Sunday, the Husker men have cracked the poll, coming in at number 24. The University of Nebraska Police Department issued a warning on Thursday afternoon after 3 car thefts on campus earlier this month. The warning urges students to lock your vehicles, don't leave your car in any dangerous locations, and don't leave valuables in plain sight. Survive and advance was Saturday night's motto as the Nebraska football team rallied to beat Illinois 42-38 in the team's conference opener on Saturday. Well, I can almost hear the howls from Nebraska. Today in sports, we'll take a look at the Michigan Wolverines as they match up with the Huskers this week in not one, but 2 Big Ten conference openers. It's a blackout in Memorial Stadium today as earlier this week, head coach Scott Frost revealed that the team will be wearing their black shirt alternate jerseys. Nebraska takes on Indiana today at 2:30 p.m. Central Time, and the game will be aired on Big Ten Network. Reporting for Husker Online from Memorial Stadium, I'm Grace Harmon. Welcome back into Pinnacle Bank Arena as Nebraska defeated Oral Roberts 77-67. I'm here with Kate Kane, who had an outstanding game. You had 15 points, 8 rebounds, 2 blocks. It seemed for a while there you couldn't miss. What do you credit your strong offensive play today to? And it's obviously a big night for the Republican Party across Nebraska. I don't know if you've kept up with it as far as tonight goes, but how is it looking for you guys so far?
Well, I actually haven't. I've been talking to a lot of people, so I haven't seen a lot of the early returns.
Hello, I am Grace Harmon alongside Husker Online's Robin Washut as the Nebraska Cornhuskers defeat Purdue 70-56. Now, Robin, the whole performance was impressive from tip-off to the very end. What did you see from this team today? Well, you did shake the rust off. Once again, a 10-point win here at Pinnacle Bank Arena over Oral Roberts.
So we can deliver that property tax relief.
All right, perfect. Well, thank you so much for joining me tonight, Governor.
Thank you.
All right, back to you guys at the studio. In 2015, Nebraska was home to nearly 4,000 self-employed immigrants. One of those is Nadia Morales, owner of Jerusalem Bakery. She is part of the 3.5% of immigrant business owners that reside in Lincoln.
We are from Central America. I am from Guatemala, and I'm third-generation baker.
Not being from the United States, Nadia has faced challenges starting from scratch.
And that's the hardest part, you know, knowing the law, how to open a business.
But she still thinks immigrant entrepreneurs are important.
It brings opportunity for many people. I think more variety we have, better the place it gets.
Like many immigrant-run establishments in the area, the bakery is more than just a business. Larry Moffitt is a pastor at a local church just down the block, and he says that places like Jerusalem Bakery are important to the community.
Lincoln needs to have a lot of places where people from different cultures have the opportunity to talk about their culture, to share it.
While the bakery specializes in traditional Central American pastries, Nadia works to make it a place where everyone feels welcome.
I love my customers. I take care of my customers. I will take care of myself too.
This type of philosophy is what keeps people coming back.
You walk in and you're no longer a stranger, but you're somebody who's a part of their extended family, and that means a lot.
For Star City News Reporting, I'm Grace Harmon. The Nebraska football team held its annual Fan Day on Thursday night as thousands of Husker fans crowded into Memorial Stadium to get a first glimpse at the 2019 Huskers. Fans began lining up at 5:30 a.m. on August 1st in support of their favorite Huskers, cheerleaders, and head coach. The family-friendly event let Husker faithful of all ages get autographs, take pictures, and meet their heroes. For some, like Eric Jeffrey, the event is a fun night out for the family.
For my son, my daughter, my wife, we just come here. The kids have a lot of fun here. It's an enjoyable experience to see all the players and the coaches.
Others, like Fisher Madsen, are out here for a specific reason.
Getting a bunch of autographs that I will probably have forever.
But the fans aren't the only ones this event is special for. Senior defensive back DiCaprio Boodle enjoys giving back to the fan base.
It means a lot, they show that they're dedicated, so, we're dedicated to getting better every day for them and, just coming out here and, the support that they give us, we want to give it right back to them and pay them back for the dividends that they give to us.
Though not surprised by the turnout, redshirt freshman defensive lineman Tate Weldeman was humbled.
It is humbling to have them all come out here and kind of just appreciate us, you know what I mean? So it's just a great time having them come out and be there for us.
Though thousands who attended the event got a glimpse of this year's roster, they'll still have to wait to see them in action. The Huskers will take the field next on August 31st as they kick off their season at 11 a.m. against South Alabama. Reporting from Memorial Stadium for Husker Online, I'm Grace Harmon. Welcome to Star City Sports. I'm Grace Harmon. The Nebraska basketball team are in the top 25. Following the team's 15-point win over Illinois on Sunday, the Husker men have cracked the poll, coming in at number 24, marking head coach Tim Miles' best start to a season in his tenure at Nebraska. The team's Sunday victory moves them to 7-1 on the season and 1-0 in conference play. But the road is just beginning.
But I'm going to blink and we're going to be ready for Minnesota on Wednesday. And then, we've got another bowl game on Saturday. So, I'm happy, but you want to enjoy it. But at the same time, I think when I walked in the locker room after the game, somebody had written Minnesota on the board. I thought that was that's always the mark of somebody's mind's in the right spot, at least.
The Huskers face a tough several weeks, starting with a road trip to Minnesota on Wednesday. The Gophers are sitting at 6-2 on the season and are coming off a 20-point loss to Ohio State. Following the midweek matchup, the Huskers don't get much time to rest as they host the Creighton Blue Jays on Saturday at Pinnacle Bank Arena. The Blue Jays are 6-2 on the season as well and are coming off a close loss to the nation's #1 team in Gonzaga. The Nebraska volleyball team is marching its way through the NCAA tournament, winning in the first and second rounds over the weekend. First, the #7 overall seed defeated Hofstra in 3 sets on Friday night, led by a match-high 12 kills from sophomore Lauren Stivrins. On Saturday, Nebraska continued its domination with a 3-set win over #24 Missouri. After the matchup with the Tigers, Jungkook not only praised his team, but his opponent.
For a second round match, that's the toughest I can remember in a long, long time. Missouri's a very good team. They serve tough. They got some great arms, and they ball handle really well. So great effort by Missouri. Really impressed with them, and we had to play a great match to win tonight.
He also spoke highly of Husker faithful for showing up for the first 2 rounds.
I just think it just amazes me. Even though I've been doing this a while, it amazes me we get that kind of crowd, that kind of support. People are waiting out in the snow and the cold.
The Huskers will now leave their home court advantage and travel to Minneapolis on Friday, where they will face off against #10 seeded Kentucky. The Wildcats currently have a 26-4 overall record and soared through the first 2 rounds of the NCAA tournament, beating both opponents in 3 sets. The match will kick off at 1 p.m. local time and will be televised on ESPNU. Elsewhere in the Big Ten, Ohio State is making headlines following the announced retirement of head coach Urban Meyer earlier this morning. Meyer said his decision to step down is due to increasing health concerns related to a cyst in his brain. Earlier in the season, the 7-year Ohio State head coach told the media he had planned to keep coaching as long as his health would allow it, but has decided to end his coaching career after the Buckeyes play in the Rose Bowl later this year. The program will be left in the hands of the team's offensive coordinator, Ryan Day, who acted as interim head coach earlier this season when Meyer was suspended due to allegations of covering up domestic violence. Moving on to the NFL, the weekend provided notable matchups all across the board, but perhaps one of the most notable things happened off the field. The Kansas City Chiefs released running back Kareem Hunt on Friday following an investigation of an incident that happened in February. A video released before the weekend shows Hunt attacking a woman in a hotel while another person tried to restrain him. The Chiefs knew about the incident, however, parted ways with the second-year running back after discovering he had lied in the team's initial investigation earlier this year. On Monday, head coach Andy Reid gave a statement saying, "I'm hoping and would like Kareem to get help. Everyone that was involved with it, I just think it's a tough deal. My prayers are that everyone involved gets help here." Since Friday, 2 more allegations have surfaced, and the running back has opted to become a free agent, however, cannot play until the NFL investigates the incidents. Well, that's all I have for you in Star City Sports today, but keep watching. There's still plenty more coming on Star City News.